you do the settings, it's muted.
Hi, Jude sir. Jude sir, are you able to hear me? So I think you need to unmute your mic, sir. Adrian, I think you need to unmute.
Hello.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. We are about to start, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah. Good evening to one and all. I, Lieutenant Akshari Mandlik, on behalf of 1 Karnataka Armor Squadron NCC, Bangalore Group B, Karnataka and Goa Directorate, would like to welcome each and every one of you to this second series of webinars in initiative towards the Fit India movement. Today's personality is a fine one. He is played for India as well as coach for the Indian team. He is an Olympian, also a recipient of the highest award in the field of sports, the Arjuna Award, as well as the highest award in the field of coaching, Dronacharya Award. We will wait for a few time till we have the initial introduction process being done, and then we'll listen to the master himself, who is going to be motivating us with his talk on this Fit India movement initiative. I will hand over the session to our moderator, CSM Raksha, to take charge. Thank you.
Jai Hind. On behalf of ANO, Lieutenant Akshari Mandlik, staff, and the fraternity of 1 Karnataka Armored Squadron, NCC Troop 3, St. Joseph's College, I, CSM Raksha Krishna, would like to take pleasure in inviting you all to the second webinar of the Fit India movement. This campaign was launched by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi on this National Sports Day, sparing a thought for Major Dhyan Chand and other great personalities that the country has produced in the field of sports. Fitness starts with baby steps, maybe just a 20-minute walk today, because hum fit to India fit. Today, we are privileged to have such great personalities to look up to and to learn from. We live in a country where thousands of sportsmen and sportswomen have got laurels and has impacted many of the citizens to stay fit and healthy. Fitness is a beautiful road taken towards a healthy and a happy lifestyle. I would now like to request Sergeant Asta for an introduction of the guest speaker of today's webinar.
Jai Hind. It is our absolute honor to have on dais an exemplary mention in the history and present of our Indian sports. In the delightful celebration of the Fit India movement, we have with us Mr. Jude Felix Sebastian. In addition to his master achievement graph, he is the head coach of Indian junior hockey national team and an elite individual to be the trustee and president of the Jude Felix Hockey Academy, which is directly affiliated to the Karnataka State Hockey Association. He has been the part of some unique courses, which includes Federation of International Hockey Final Coaching Course held in England, NCAP Singapore, and NCAP Singapore Level 1, along with many other reputed courses and training sessions. He is among the fortunate to achieve one of the highest awards in the field of sports, the Arjuna Award, in the year 1995 for his outstanding achievement by the then President of India, Mr. Shankar Dayal Sharma. The list of mentions has been long. To add more to the list, Sir has recently been honored with Dronacharya Award in the year 2020 for his excellent leadership as a coach. He also adds one more success, which is that he is now the only sports person to receive both Arjuna Award and Dronacharya Award. He was also awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award by the Karnataka Olympic Association and Coach of the Year Award twice in 2005 and 2007 respectively. We are humbled by your presence, sir. With all due respect, I would like to shift the mic towards you. Jai Hind.
Jude, sir? Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's just coming on and off. Yeah,
Not a problem.
I can hear you now.
Over to you, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Can
Yes,
you
sir.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Good evening to everyone present out there and to the NCC group of St. Joseph's College Autonomous. I'm really privileged to be part of this Fit India movement celebration. The word Fit India itself, means so much, and it's so important to have the larger part of the people knowing the importance of fitness and just talking about fitness, even to have a general fitness, it's so important. And it's nice to see that the government at the center has initiated this program, even for the common man, where I see so many people exercising at Vidhan Sada I think it's on a Sunday, I think, where you see a whole lot of people doing it, and everyone's being shown and made to know how important just being fit is, even to just do the general things like to run your daily life, to even to catch a bus, probably you're walking out somewhere, and so everything, the general fitness is so important. And of course, if I talk about my tagline for today is to you guys is it's not about how hard you train, it's about how regular you train. That's what is most important. I think you guys need to carry this with you today. It's not how hard you train, but it's how regular you train. I think if you follow that, I'm sure you would have an average fitness throughout your life, at different stages of your life rather. So talking about fitness, of course, then you have different fitnesses, different stages. Like you have the sports fitness. Okay, so in times when I was playing for the national team, fitness was important. But I see a huge change now, as in what it was in the past. So in an international competition scenario where India is competing, fitness is like as important as your game. I've seen so many great players in my time when boys were there training with the national team, or they're probably even chosen or shortlisted into the core probables of say 33 players. But you still have some of the guys who are very talented, very, very skillful, but they lack the fitness and they didn't make the team. And there were some who were even more talented, but they didn't make the 33 also. So you can see how important being fit is at a level where you want to play international sports, or rather when you represent India. So for all sports, you can name any sport, fitness is the most important and one of the key factors which helps you to be at your best in whichever sport you do. Coming back to you guys, you guys are all in the NCC. I'm sure being fit for you is utmost important, because you guys are on the line of wanting to join. I presume, you would join from NCC, you would go into the NDA or into the forces most often. And you know how important, again, fitness is. So the base fitness, to get your fitness now at your school and college level is very, very important for you to make a mark at the time when you are trying to be inducted into the armed forces, and from there you of course go on to achieve great things. So again, the basics of you reaching out there is being fit, if you have chosen that line. And again, I know NCC, you guys are so involved in the RD Republic Day Parade. Marching is never easy. Marching is so much of coordination and marching with absolute style, and the way you guys do it. It needs, apart from your coordination and other things, you need to be fit as well. And today, you see, I've gone to my school where the sports day, even the school captain fell down. He just couldn't stand there. So kids nowadays have lost that basic fitness. Of course, there are a lot of things, the detrimental factors to it. The phones have come in, the laptops and whatnot, and all these gadgets, which has got them spending less time on their general fitness. So getting fit at a young age is again so important. I will give you my own experience being a kid like your age, or even a little younger than you guys. We had a PT master from the army who was known for his very hard regime of training. He was from the army and ASC for that matter, and then we were all angry at that time, the way he made us run and how hard we had to work. But then when I look back now, that was the base fitness that he had given us. So I can't remember any one of our guys who have played in the school hockey team. All of them are so fit even till today. They are active in some way or the other. And so that again is because of his hard training and the fitness that he gave us. The base fitness is what I call it. And from there, of course, I went on to play for the clubs where the training enhances. Then at the national team, it goes even harder. And that is one of the key things that helped me to be fit and play for 12 long years in the national team. So that's my own experience of being fit. If I just share with you some of my experiences, even with the junior team. So I played also in the junior team many years ago, and to see how we train now to what we trained earlier, there's a huge difference. We have very scientific trainers now coming from all over the world. South Africa has got some very good trainers. So we've got 2 South Africans training with the national men's team and the women's team. And of course, we had some of them come and train with the junior team as well. And so it's very well defined when you see them train. So we if I just give you a program as to how the national team train, they train 10 sessions a week. And that 10 sessions a week is divided into 2 sessions of strength and conditioning. We've got 1 session of hard fitness, physical fitness session, and that makes it 3. And then we have 7 sessions of hockey. So this is how it is divided for the Indian team, and with the new structure and new format and programs that these guys, experts, have come in with. And so we've seen some vast improvement in the Indian team. Today, India is known, or rather on par with every other country in terms of fitness. which was not there during my time. And thanks to these scientific trainers who have come in from abroad, and so that's something to give you a short note on the Indian team's fitness in today's situation. Apart from this, my experiences, even when I was living in Europe, to see young kids come and train, and there's competition for every level, even as small toddlers, there's some competition for them. And the system is such that it gives these kids a chance to train. And of course, the facilities are very good there. We are still lacking in so many facilities. Like if I could give you an example of, in Holland, every kid gets to train on the AstroTurf because there are 1,200 AstroTurfs in Holland. Whereas in India, we just have about 50 across this huge subcontinent. And you can imagine every kid gets to start training on AstroTurf. And that's how when they come up to the national level, they are very good. They're very good, and it's part and parcel of their daily life. And mind you, my tagline still goes, where I said it's not about how hard you train, it's about how regular you train. And foreigners, they train only twice a week. That's Tuesday fitness, and a bit of fitness and hockey on Thursday, and one other session on Saturday, and then they're ready for the international competitions. So you can imagine how well structured they are. Yeah, fitness again is today they call it power play, because it's gone to that levels where a guy is so fit to last the 70 minutes of hockey, or now it's come to 60 minutes. Just to give you another insight into the sport of hockey, because I'm involved with hockey. Rules have changed in hockey now, whereby unlike soccer, once a guy is substituted, he no longer goes back into the pitch. Hockey has become like basketball now, where a guy can go in and play for some time, and then they quickly substitute him, and then there's another guy going in. So hockey has become like that now. But in soccer, a trainer still has to train Messi or any other great player, or any player for that matter, to train to play the 90 minutes. So you can imagine how hard they have to train to cover the whole 90 minutes. So in hockey, you would imagine that a guy can go in and out, so he doesn't have to be that fit. You'll be surprised to know that once a guy goes in, he's given instructions already that you're going in for 5 minutes, and the other guy who's going to substitute him, he is ready, and he's having a look at the clock to know that it's coming to 5 minutes, and he has to be substituted now. He has to quickly call him out, and he goes in. The second guy goes in. So why I've given you this thing is so the training is changed accordingly. The fitness training is changed accordingly when we train back before prior to the competition. So we train in 5-minute slots. If a guy is a very good player and he has to go in for 6 minutes, then he trains in a 6-minute slot. So fitness has gone to crazy levels, and is become so important at the national level or international level at competitions. So I think in a fair bit of note, I've passed on some of the points of fitness. You guys can always ask me some questions. I would be happy to answer those. That would be easier for me. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I think we would surely take some questions from the people attending the webinar. So guys, if any one of y'all have questions, y'all can put it across on the chat, or you can directly unmute yourself and ask the questions. We'll be open to, we can have few questions for sir right now.
Hi, Jude.
So if you can just quickly introduce whoever's asking the question, so we know who's
Hi.
speaking and who's addressing the
Hi.
question.
Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Jude. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Akshay, I am Colonel Kanpal speaking.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Is Mr. Jude is audible? I don't know
Yes,
if
sir.
I'm
Yes, sir.
audible.
Jude, sir, can you hear us? Adriana? Just a minute, sir. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, not an issue.
Adriana? I think there is some technical, there's a network problem with sir's
Not an issue.
thing. Adriana, can you hear me? Adriana, you can join back. I think there is a technical glitch from your side. Just log out and try logging in back inside. We'll just wait for Jude sir to join us back. I think there is a internet connection, poor connection.
Hello.
Yes, Jude sir. Sir, yeah, we can hear you now,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, I got disconnected. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi. Good evening, Mr. Jude.
Yeah. Good evening.
I am Colonel Kanpal. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, like you have said, you have to do the fitness regularly. So, can you please throw some light to our cadets how to, make yourself mentally strong for all this? Because it's all, mentally they have to be, that much strong to go daily, do fitness, and at that level you have to perform. So, that mental fitness, if you can throw some light on it, and how you actually do it to achieve that level where you perform and you win medals and that much applaud and brought to the nation. So tell something about the mental health, how to be mentally strong. Thanks.
Okay. See, let's face it. When you as kids, when you're playing hockey and you ask the kids to run, they always have a long face. No one likes to run. No one likes to run, and it stays with you even as you grow up. So even as we were in the national team, it was never easy when the fitness sessions were on. But you got to be mentally fit, mentally hard on yourself. And I remember even if we went out late night or anything for that matter, we were a group of guys who would never let anyone run ahead of us. And so it was just mentally we had to be strong to make sure that we are out there and doing our part, and not letting competing, not letting the other guy try to beat you, and we just had to have it in you, to be mentally, you have to be mentally strong. I'm trying to give you some examples, I think it comes in you. It comes in you playing at that national level. If you prepare mentally, when you prepare mentally to play the sport, it comes in you that you have to be mentally strong as well. because once you are not there, the next guy is waiting to get into that place. So that's what keeps you pushing and keeps you mentally strong to keep edging along, so that you don't lose your place. Um, um, Yes, there were times. There were times when some of the guys who didn't know, they just made us run a lot. It wasn't as scientific as I just mentioned to you. Like foreigners and Europeans, they train only about 2 or 3 times a week, and yet when they come to the international level, they are as fit as us. Whereas we have trained a lot through the whole week and through the whole month, of course, with a few rest days and whatnot. But then we were never at that level. But now with scientific training and all that, we are definitely on par with these guys. So I'm trying to tell you, earlier days when I was playing, some of the coaches, they just didn't know much about hockey. They would just make you run and run and run. And I can tell you very clearly, some of the things were not right. But then you had to do it. I had to be mentally strong to do it. But it did help. For sure, it did help. It doesn't go for waste. It did help. Which made me play for 12 long years in the national team, and I played till I was 47, even competitive hockey in Singapore, and so you have to be mentally tough. That's part and parcel of a sports person. And for you guys, maybe not at you guys must be just at the level of, say, NCC. It's an inborn thing that you need to inculcate within you, that I want to be mentally tough to do this. I want to achieve this. I've set a target to reach here. I want to reach here. You talk to yourself and just go for it. I guess that's the only way. Of course, we do have classes. We have psychologists who come and prepare you mentally and all that. That's in much later when you're at the national level. We don't get it at lower levels. But but in today's world, you can have people who are, like I can tell you have to just go for it, whereby you make up your mind that tomorrow I need to go and train. There will be obstacles. You have to push all that aside and beat it and be there to do it.
I think, thank you so much. So I think it's also got more. I think what sir is trying to say is got to do with discipline. I think in each individual.
Exactly.
So that keeps us striving over and over, getting up. I think it's up to one person. So how mentally you keep yourself strong, or what images that you're creating for yourself is. I think that was nicely put, sir. Thank you so much for.
I just spoke on what he asked me, but again, like Akshay, what you said. See, there are many aspects to reaching the top. I'm sure you know. Discipline goes without saying. So everything is married to each other. Discipline, your motivational levels, your mental strengths, your aptitude to wanting to work hard, ready to take failures, and all of this comes together to make you that great athlete, or to help you reach your dreams, even in your own NCC programs.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll move to some other questions. If you have some other questions, someone can read it out for sir. Raksha?
Yes, sir. So the next question is, during the course of your captaincy, did you ever fear failure? Since you've participated in the highest grade of international games, there is a lot of pressure on you when you're on the field. Did this bother you, sir?
Yes, in Indian terms, yes, because in India, every time we go out, we expect you to win, and we have to get that right. There is a phase where there's a preparation phase, where you go and train or rather compete and say, okay, this tournament is not to win. This tournament is, my targets are to reach the semifinals. Or another tournament could be to make sure I don't lose. I finish well ahead of the last competition. So you keep targets, and then if you achieve those targets, it's fair and good for you. But to answer your question, the fear of failure, it's there, definitely there, and that's one of the things that will, if the federation and the people concerned keep targets correctly, and if we can achieve the realistic targets, then you can beat this failure thing, you know, like the fear of failure, because you know your potential is here, you need to reach here. So I think that way you would have more or less been on target. Yeah, of course you fail. There are times you fail. Like I give you an example. When I captained the team in the 1994 Asian Games, I was the captain of the team. 1984 Asian Games, we were playing in Hiroshima, Japan, and we played Korea in the group match. We played badly. And we won 3-1. It's funny. And then because we beat them in a group match, we topped our group, and we beat Japan in the other group, and we went the finals. Korea was back in the finals, beating Pakistan. Now in the finals, we outplayed Korea, and we lost 3-1. And within 2 weeks from that day, when we lost 3-1, within 2 weeks from that day, the World Cup happened, and the first match was against Korea, and we beat Korea 2-0. So we beat them twice, and I lost the most important match playing the best. And that was the Asian gold. I would have got the Asian gold, and that would have been a big history, but we didn't do it. So sometimes you fail, yes, but you have to get up and keep trying and keep trying and trying. Yeah.
So I would like to address the next question. How do you find the motivation to keep your spirit high and train on a regular basis? Because consistency is what most of us lack in.
Yeah. The first thing is that you have to know exactly what to do where. If I'm there, I'm enjoying a meal, I have to really enjoy a meal. If I'm out having fun, I need to have fun, you know. Like that, you can't mix everything. Once you mix everything, then you're not going to reach anywhere. Like when I was coach of the junior team, I would tell them that you are coming in. The moment you enter that gate there, you have to come in. It's only about hockey, and training should be sharp and energetic, not prolonged, boring training. That's when the guys lose their concentration. So if a coach knows exactly what to do for that 1.5 hours with the breaks given to them, and everything planned out, the training is planned out, the boys do not have a chance to think. And once they've got, instructions have been very clearly given to them. The moment they enter that field, it's all about concentration and preparing and being at your best for that 1.5 hours. I mean, and training is the most important thing. Competition is just part of your training. You just compete. When you're at the competition, you just put what you practice. But when you practice, it has to be at the highest level. And once you have practiced at the highest level, it comes very naturally at the competition, and that will keep you motivated throughout.
Thank you for that, sir. We'll take last 2 questions.
Sure.
So the next question is, how do you plan your diet, and what is your take on supplements?
Okay, well, I would also make it a little bit of fun for you so you understand. When we played, they hardly gave us any supplements. I remember we had a Colonel Cruz. I take my hats off to him. Colonel Cruz, he went on to become a general. He was from ASPT Pune. So he was in charge of the Indian team, and the only supplements we got was grass. You know, grass, he would grow wheat grass. So everywhere we went, even for competitions, he would keep wheat with him, grow wheat grass quickly, and every morning we would be like cows eating wheat grass. So that's the only supplement we got during my time. Well, today, boys get a whole lot of supplements, and it does help because it helps them in their recovery, it helps them in their strength, it helps them in many things. And I know for one that I was there with the Indian team. They get a fantastic amount of supplements. Apart from that, the diet is very well monitored. We have a dietitian at the national team, very well monitored, and only that is given to these guys. And there's no sweets during competition. There's no sweets even during training, and a whole lot of monitoring is being done with the national team, whereby to get the best out of them with proper diet. Okay. Of course, apart from that, we in our general lives, I'm sure we need to get the knowledge from our elders, from people who know about diet, and what to take, what not to take. What's good for some may not be good for another. So it's about what balance you can bring about, and in different phases of our life. A carbo again is not very good, as we all know. And abroad, they eat small meals but more meals, and that's what they do even with the Indian team. They give them a meal in between. During competition, we have a small meal just before the competition. Like 2 hours, 3 hours before the competition, there's some pasta given. So a lot of this has been monitored and given, whereby the diet plays a very, very important role. Like, see, if you concentrate a lot on fitness, a lot on hockey, and you forget about diet, and there you lost out. So everything has got to be put and given the utmost importance.
Thank you for that. So we'll take one last question. Raksha?
Yes, sir. Sir, could you please throw us some light on your hockey academy?
Okay, I would like to show you this. This is why I purposely wore this, my hockey academy shirt, and I'm so proud of it, if you can see it. I have come from very humble backgrounds way back as I was coming out of, coming into school and trying to pick up hockey. And of course, thanks to my school principal who went on to encourage me, and I've achieved everything thanks to him for the great encouragement that he gave me. Otherwise, it would have been difficult to even buy a hockey stick. So I've gone through some tough times growing up. So that has not left me. So when I played for India, and of course when I retired, and I had this burning desire and passion in me to start something for the orphan kids. Of course, my idea was very far-fetched, meaning I was planning to buy a vehicle and go to these slum areas and pick up kids and take them to the field and teach them hockey, and that's what I want to do. But while I was planning that, I just stumbled upon going to this orphanage called Maria Niketan, which is in Cooktown area, to give them a Christmas dinner. While I did that, I introduced myself to the priest, and the priest was very excited to know I was a former hockey player. And I said, I would love to render my services to you. And it just snowballed. I think just miracles just happened out there. And very quickly, the permission was given to us, and we started this academy where the Jude Felix Hockey Academy came to birth over there at that orphanage. So this orphanage is already there, which holds about 200 kids. So what we went inside to do was only to teach them hockey. And at any given time, we would train about 150 kids. And these kids are all coming from very difficult backgrounds. They come from some of the parents are, broken families. Some got no parents. Some are in the flesh trade. Some are jailed for life. And each kid's got a huge challenge coming into the orphanage there. And when they start playing hockey, they feel very important. They feel very happy, and they feel very cared. They know they are being cared for. And what's beautiful is they look like orphans with dirty clothes on them. And the moment we give them a hockey kit and everything, they become like any other normal kid. And that's the transformation you can see immediately. And there's a smile on their face, and so they're all very excited, and we cater to everybody out there, everybody, and it's run by, of course I started it, but it's run by all former internationals and Olympians who are not called, who just came and joined me, and we're all volunteers running this program for these kids. And I'm proud to say that these kids are not normal kids. Let me tell you, they are not normal kids because of the background that they come from. And to handle them, and you need to have some kind of skill. We with whatever knowledge and skill we had, we could manage to produce 8 state players from these guys. And of course, one of the most inspiring stories is we cater to everybody. As I told you, at the academy, at the orphanage, we had Samuel come up and ask me and say that no one allows me to play anything, and my heart skipped a beat when I saw He's a right-hand amputee, and he wanted to play hockey. So I said, yes, you can come and play. And we made him a goalkeeper, and he went on to represent the school and won a school championship playing goalkeeper without his right hand. Of course, he used his left hand to stop any ball that came up. Hardly any balls came in the air, but he was there in the goal. He played goalkeeper and he won a championship. And yes, this academy has produced a lot of these 8 players. Apart from the 8 players, we also had 1 player go to play in the French Hockey League, which is very commendable again, and for now, we are still there, very much there, and with the COVID, we hope to start back training for these kids, and of course, not along with teaching them hockey, we use hockey as to teach them life skills. Basically, that's what we do at this academy, and yes, we look forward to taking it to greater heights in the years to come.
I think that's a brilliant innovation. So you got about sports and amalgamating it with social cause. Thank you so much, sir. I think it's exceptional. I would also like to tell the people in the webinar that I am also from the same school where sir's coming from. And when I was a toddler, I think I was in the 8th standard. I think this was the same coach. If you're talking about so Samrat sir, is that the same?
Exactly. Yes, yeah. So you know about Samrat.
So I think we were going through the same drills, and we used to also try escaping the drills what he used to give. But I think one fine day we had Jude sir who had come inside, and we knew him because we all played hockey in Germans, and we had sir demonstrate how to scoop from the half line, and he scooped from the half line directly inside the goal. So that is still stuck in my head, and I think every day after that I used to keep practicing these scooping skills, and it turned out I was able to be part of the school team. And I think even today, I think that you've been a role model, sir. I have still continued, apart from dad also being one of the role models, continued being physically fit, also giving the same knowledge to my cadets and making sure that they stay fit. Age is just a number. It's all in the head, and I think you've been one of my role models, and I really like to thank you on this platform for doing that small trick of yours. I think it motivated a lot of us, and let me also tell you, we end up when I was in my 10th standard, we beat the side team for the Indian high school, which that time was the most strongest team in Joseph.
Exactly.
That's under Samraj's coaching, and I think it's hats off to people like coaches like Samraj and personalities like y'all have made a huge difference and impact to us, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I wish you all the best, all of you.
Thank you, sir. Raksha, over to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. You're a gem, and I really hope that the participants have been motivated towards a healthy life and towards hockey. Before we come to the end of the webinar, I would request everyone in the webinar to fill the form that is being put up on the chat box. I would now like to call upon Cadet Tathagat to extend the word of thanks.
I would like to express my vote of thanks to the principal of St. Joseph's College, Father Victor Lobo, for his blessings. We are extremely thankful to the DDG Air Commodore L.K. Jan, Group Commander Colonel Harish, Commanding Officer of the Squadron Lieutenant Colonel Ajay Khanpal Sena Medal, our ANO Lieutenant Akshay D. Mandlik, and the staff of One Karnataka Armored Squadron NCC for guiding us throughout. I'm immensely thankful to Mr. Jude Felix for being with us today and for inspiring all the young minds. I would like to extend my gratitude to the rest of the participants without whom this webinar would not be possible. Lastly, I wish to thank the administrative team of One Karnataka Armored Squadron for making this webinar possible. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Jude, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Akshay.
And I hope to meet you soon.
Sure. All the best to you guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Great honor.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Take care.
Bye.
So, guys, this is it. Thank you everyone to joining in for a fabulous